Hello, guys. Hello. Are you able to hear me? All?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So first of all, happy Independence Day to all. So we are going to blast in this event. All you know what the event is about. That is hosting and deploying WordPress website using Azure. So it's going to be really interesting and exciting. So thank you all for joining in this event. And once again, happy Independence Day all. So I will like to call Amelia for for her introduction. So Amelia, can you say?
Yeah, hello everybody. Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, Emil, I can see you. And you, yeah.
Okay, excellent. So, hi everybody. Thanks for joining us at this workshop, hosting and developing WordPress websites using Azure. We're very excited about this event. We know you will enjoy and learn a lot. So, if you have any questions, you can write them in the comments and we will answer them as soon as possible. My name is Marimilia. I'm from Mexico, and Aditya invited me to be co-hosting his first event as a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So he will teach us how we could use Azure to host and develop a website, something useful nowadays in this globalized world where you can find anything searching on the internet. So before we start, here's a short introduction about what is cloud and Azure. Okay, so the cloud is a term used to describe a global networking of services, each with a unique function that involves delivered hosted services over the internet. It could be public, it sells services to anyone on the internet, private, a cloud computing environment in which all hardware and software resources are accessible and used exclusively by a single business or organization. Maybe, I don't know, it could be the government. Hybrid, a combination of both private and public. Maybe you're asking, what is cloud computing? Well, it is it's the delivery of computer services, including, I don't know, server storage, databases, networking, software analytics, that kind of stuff. And we have three services. That is platform as a service, and these are complete, just first infrastructure as a service. And it's when you rent IT infrastructure, servers and virtual machines, storage, networks, operating systems. And then is platform as a service, and this is a complete development and deployment environment in the cloud. It was designed to make it easier for developers to quickly create web or mobile apps. So you don't have to worry about setting up all or managing all the infrastructure. And the service we will focus on the workshop. And at the end is software as a service, and something we use every day. It allows us to connect and use cloud-based apps over the internet. We use maybe Gmail, Netflix, that kind of applications. And about Azure, it is a cloud computer service created by Microsoft for building, testing, deploying, and managing applications and services through Microsoft managed data centers. It is more than 200 products and cloud services designed to help you bring new solutions to life, supporting multiple programming language. So with all this background, we are able to understand and implement all the knowledge we will acquire. So, Aditya, you can start.
Yeah, thank you, Amelia, for such a great introduction. I am really sure like our attendees will understand what you said, and it's really very good and crisp introduction to us. So thank you, Amelia, a lot. And yeah, let's get started to our job and our work. So yeah, can you see my presentation?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah. So yeah, we can get started. So You all know what is top title is hosting and deploying WordPress website using Azure. To basically to understand all the things, you should know like basically what is hosting, what is deploying, what is WordPress website, and what is Azure. So once you get to know about all the things, you are able to going to blast in this topic, and it's going to be a really good topic. Before I start, I just want to let you know that WordPress website like. WordPress website is like a very important tech stack which is needed as an engineering student. When you even if you go for um, some jobs and all, in that the eligibility is a WordPress website. You should know some tech stacks like that. So you can understand like now how much important and how much it's important it is basically. So yeah, like get started to next. Like a website, basically a website is made up of like backend and front end. So um, we are not going to use any of this fascinated technologies at all. So we are going to build a WordPress website, which is going to be a suspense for what it is about from the scratch. It's a low-based coding tool. It is a low-based coding. Okay. So front end includes CSS, CSS, HTML, JavaScript. You can see here JavaScript, PHPs. Backend, you may use of SQL, MySQL, MongoDB, React.js. It's like very cool stuffs, and it's going to be very interesting too. So it's a separate session. We'll host an event for that too. So stay tuned to us even into the WordPress website. So for understanding a WordPress website, basically what you all should know. First of all, it is an open source. Second of all, it is GPL. It is licensed on the GPL. What is GPL? Like it is a general public license. And third and last, it's written in PHP. So these three things are quite important to understand what is basically a WordPress website is. Okay, but I know like many of them are not understood like what is basically an open source and what is basically an GPL, because PHP is a language all you know. Open source is like that anyone can use. It's nothing but restricted to anyone, like okay, Aditya or Amelia can just use this WordPress website, or like no one else can use this. It's nothing like that. It's like it doesn't discriminate you. It's just open to all and all and all. So it is that written in GPL. Like it is a license. Like it's a kind of license or a right. Like anyone can use WordPress website without any problem. So it is like that. And when you log in into the WordPress website, you are going to get your dashboard too. In that dashboard, they're going to have many plugins. So what the plugins is, I will show you even in the when I'm going to give you a live demo event. So in the plugin, through the plugin, you can install a variety of functions. So variety of functions you can understand like what the plugin is. Suppose you went to an hotel, like okay, you went to an hotel. So a hotel of many kinds. So but your dream hotel is like 5 star maybe. um, Maybe what's the kind what's the reason behind having a 5 star hotel? What is hello, are you able to hear? Is any
Yes, we
problem?
can. No, no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Like let me continue. Like I'm asking like I'm saying like what's the basically the plugin is. Plugin is an extra feature to your WordPress website. Suppose you can understand like that I was giving an example of an hotel. You probably want to go to an hotel which is a 5 star hotel, most probably. The reason is like the facilities they are available. The food they given maybe clean, they made in a clean way, hygienic way, their lightings and all stuff like that. You know all the things, right? You want to go to 5 star hotel, and including me too. Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
that
we really
plugin.
like the services of the five-star hotel.
Yeah. That's I was saying about. So you like the services, like you only said no services. So that is basically an acronym to plugin in WordPress. Like to the WordPress, you are like able to get a lot of services. I can't imagine even like I can't like, even enforce like how much the services are. Like there are 4,000 plus plugins are available in the WordPress. Let me give you an small example. Like what's the services maybe. Like suppose in your any website that you visit has a analytics. What the basically analytics is? when you log in into the website, it will show to the administrator or the admin like this person, say Aditya logged in at say at 4:10 p.m. in the afternoon with this IP address, and the Aditya has visited this types of pages and for how minutes. And in that pages, what the contents are assessed by me even. So it is that powerful. You can understand like the analytics. It's called as log files. Even like if someone know about that, so it is like that. So it is basically possible in WordPress with the help of plugins. So let me name the plugin as Clicky. When I deployed my first WordPress website, I used Clicky in my WordPress website to show the analytics to tracking the IP address or to see who used to see my websites and from where and for how many times and what pages they like mostly. So it's like a kind of understanding like what is the favorite thing the user wants to see in your website. So it's like that. So let me process to next. What is web deployment? So understanding a web deployment is quite tricky, I can say, if you don't, if you take it lightly. If you take it lightly, although it is not at all, you can just understand the web deployment through this flow diagram from left to the right. So there is a local. You're able to see there is a local, there's a development phase, there's a staging phase, and there's a live phase. So what basically a local phase is? Local phase is a phase in which you are deploying your or you're like having your website in your computer, not on the internet. It means anyone, if you want, if anyone else outside of your home or that anyone else outside of your country want to see your website, it can't be because it's just local. You are just going to see your website, only you and only you, no one else. So it's that local. So, but what's the benefit is having the websites in local? The benefit of having a website in local is that you can test the websites. You can publish the websites in your local computer. You can see the changes what you had made, which comes under a deployment and staging phase. Basically, suppose you have a website in which you are making a website in which you can handle food orderings, say Zomato. So if you want to add an extra feature to the app, suppose a person can search the restaurant name, and from the restaurant name, and they will get the famous dishes of that restaurant, that popular dishes. So for that, you want to add an extra feature to that app or to an website. So how you can just so much sure like when you just do it live, it will work fine. You can't be no. So that's the thing comes into play of development and staging. So development and staging. So in that phases, you are going to run your website locally and check whether any errors occur or not. If any error occurs, you are going to rectify it as soon as possible, and then you are able to make it live soon. So it is that much good it is. So yeah, it's nice. It's no need to cram in these things and all. It's just as simple like having your website in your computer and as simple as having your website online after making all the changes and you are happy when. So next is a web hosting. So web hosting, what is an web hosting is the most important happy journey to a web developer. If I tell about me, something like why I'm saying this, because I'm a web developer and I'm a web developer from an OWAP student club in my college, and even I have been done in my internship in web development and designing. So I know like how much it is quite good to host a website and how much it's interesting and exciting to be. So it's a way of showing a talent of the web developers over the internet that can be seen by anyone over the internet. So it's like a talent exhibition. You maybe visited many exhibition shows in my school. Many science exhibitions have been done. So in which we are going to express our talents to all other people, like what the stuffs we made. So it's like that. Maybe if you can read even like web hosting is an online service that allow you to publish your website's files onto the internet. So anyone who accesses the internet has access to a website, and it usually refers to a service you get from a web hosting service provider. So basically, maybe you don't understand what basically a web hosting provider. So web hosting provider is like a intermediate between you and the internet, like that makes your website online. Suppose if you know English, and if you want to communicate with a person who knows Spanish, so how you can? Basically, you can't because you don't know na Spanish. So for that, you want a person in between you and the person who knows Spanish. Say, take the example of that only. Emilia knows Spanish and I know English. So okay, I don't know Spanish at all, but suppose she don't know English at all. So how we can communicate? Like we need a person between them, person between us who knows both English and Spanish and just can translate between them. So like that, the web hosting service provider works. Like it just translates your things over the internet in the way that internet knows about. So there are many web hosting service provider, and it's free. Even it's not like you have to pay for the web hosting service provider. For many, like suppose if you are just a beginner, you can use some free WordPress, some free web hosting providers like WordPress, GitHub, Pro Freehost. When I deployed my first WordPress website, I used Pro Freehost for that, but there are many drawbacks too because it's free. But it's good to start with that. 000 web host. In 000 web host, the thing most I like is like you can connect your backend and front end very smoothly. That you can't do in Pro Freehost and GitHub too. Next is Infinity Free and Wix. Mind it, like these are the free web hosting services, but it always comes with some limitations. Maybe in assessing your websites, providing some storage and all. Like the website that you host in Proofread now, like it's for the 1 year. So it's like that limitation. So after 1 year, it just 1 year just finished few months back, and it just went off from the thing that I hosted. And my friend also worked with that. It's really a good website we did. We'll say you later about this. Yeah. So maybe you will get it. Now the demo purpose. I want to show you like a demo, like what basically is this related to this web deployment. Yeah. So what I want to show you, like about this deployment phases, is that yeah, this is local that I told you about local, correct? So that it's in your computer, but it's a genuine question. It's in my mind too when I was learning web development. So like how you know whether a website is in localhost or not. So for that there's a trick I will tell you. Um, Maybe you noticed even like here, if you see the URL, how the URL is file clone slashes d clone progate 3 main index.html. So let me break this link so that you can understand it. File. What does basically file no says? File says like you are going to use your computer drive. But okay, in your computer there are many drives like C, D, E, F. How you get to know? How the computer get to know which files needs to be fetched? So next, it's going to fetch your D drive, which is inside your computer. Inside that, there are also many folders. How you know, how the computer again knows like like computer doesn't know anything. We have to teach everything like a small kid, what it is, how to respond in this, like that. So inside the D there is a progate 3 main, and inside progate 3 main there is index.html. So like this, the link is created, and having a file at the start indicates that it is a local host. It's not uploaded yet. uh, Take into other glance like HTTPS. HTTPS is Hyper Transfer Text Protocol Service. So it is like a secure language. It's like a secure. No one going to hack your website. So it is It comes under SSL too. So it's like that. So what's the link is al1216.github.io. Inside that, just fetch out the Progate 3. So whenever you see HTTPS, it shows like your website is live over internet, and you and me anyone can access this website. You can see it by trying yourself even now. And having a file at the start indicates like it's local host. It's not updated. Let me show you hierarchy even. Uh, I'm inside my D. Inside the D, it says a Progate theme, and inside that, it asks me to load the index.html. Let me show you what it is basically. Yeah, it is the website that I made for the selection in Progate. So this is the website, and I mentioned about this file. So see, in the top, you are able to see a file. It shows it localhost. Now see the other version. Yeah, this. Is there any file at all? No, there's not file, and there's a lock even. This lock shows that the connection is secure. So it's basically a development and deployment phases, starting from the local and last to the live. Moving from this phase to this phase is comes under deployment. So we are going to do with the help of WordPress. So just beware, and we are going to rock it. Yeah. Let me come to another part. What is cloud computing? Emilia told very correctly about cloud computing, and it's related to Azure too. Let me give a brief intro too. So what basically a cloud computing is, it's a delivery of computing services over the internet. You are going to use the services may be like storage, databases, networking, software analytics, intelligence. So the feature that attracts most of the techie guys like us to this cloud computing is pay as you go pricing model. What does it mean? Pay as you go means you're going to pay for the time that you're using the services. Suppose you are using a services, say SQL. So you're using it for just 1 month. So you are just going to pay for the 1 month, not for the 2 months, or not for like a year. Or you're just going to pay for the resources that you use. The resources may be anything. I will show you later in the slides too what the basically the resources is. Just give me a brief intro. Like resources like the features or the services, services like Python, SQL. So these are nothing but the resources to the cloud computing. But I know like there's a genuine doubt in minds of all you, like why to use cloud computing, and why not to use like the way that we are using as of now. Let me give a simple example to you to make you understand this. Suppose you are working in a project, okay, and your project is to build a very responsive website that can handle the multiple requests from the users, maybe like Amazon, like a website, something like Amazon e-commerce website. Say. So you are coding it from the day to the night, like a very good um, web developer, and you are reaching your goals. But on a very bad day, not really a bad day, your system crashes, suppose, and you have to submit your tasks today only, and your 95% tasks are done, and 5% is left, and your system crashes. Can you imagine the worst situation in that? Like you are going to lose your tasks, like your whole hard work is like just into the water. It's really
Wiped
not good.
in a minute.
Hello?
Like it will be wiped in a minute or a second.
Can you repeat again what you say?
I said the data which was stored, which will wipe in a second or a minute.
The data,
So
yeah,
the data will be lost,
yeah, data will be
and
lost.
we have no resources to recover that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You took the correct point. Like what I was going to say, and what's the basically idea behind cloud computing? Really, it's very fab. You captured the point too. So let me continue to as what you said. So as he pointed, very good. Like the data will be lost, and there's nothing way out to work on because your system crashes at all. Like your system just crashes, and you can't do even because you have all your files. Suppose index.html, size.html, your images folder, your dot EJS folder, whatever it is. I don't want to say because many things are there. So it just crashes. So how you can make a way out of it, or what's the solution of this? You are going to use everything on the internet. I know it's a bit confusing what I mean to say, like going to use everything on the internet. It's like even you are doing the codings on the internet, even you are storing the files on the internet, even you are deploying the things on the internet, even you are using the resources over the internet, even you are going to make it live in the internet, even you are going to make several changes, whatever it is, n number of changes in the internet. Isn't it really good? Because it doesn't need your computer at all. If a system crashes, even your laptop broke, say the worst situation, you can just log in with with your credentials in some other laptop, or even in phone. Like Azure comes with phone even as of now. Some apps are there too. So just log in your devices, suppose phone and mobile, and you can just proceed with your works. So that really the power of cloud computing is, and Microsoft is providing with its product, say Azure. Azure is like a big treasure. uh, you need to take all the treasure things from there as you can. It's like an eternal treasure. Like um, I will say like Azure is a deep sea. So let's see it what it is basically. Yeah. So you got it, I guess. What's the idea behind the cloud computing is just storing or just computing all the services online rather than using your computers or using your hardwares for it. Even like suppose if you wanna work with Android Studio, suppose for app development, but your computer doesn't support it. So, but you want to learn now. It doesn't mean like your computer doesn't support, so you can't learn. It doesn't like that now. So what you can use is cloud computing for that. In cloud computing, Azure, many services are like there, like functions, app services, many services. I can make you count even. It's like that. So you can just use over online. It's doesn't running a browser, say Chrome or like Edge, requires your hard requires your RAM or like a storage device. No, now it just pre-installed even like nothing. It's nothing a big deal to learn over your browsers as you just did every day. So it's like that cloud computing. Let's just me read this sentence too. To put it another way, cloud computing is a way to rent compute powers and storage from someone else's data center instead of maintaining CPUs and storage in a data center. You rent them for the time that you need them. The cloud providers take care of maintaining the underlying infrastructure for you. The cloud enables you to quickly solve the toughest business problems and bring cutting-edge solutions to the user. Just what I said in by giving an example, just put into a quite simple words too. So I guess now you can understand the cloud computing's need. This is like features of cloud computing, resource pooling, on-demand services, easy maintenance. So that's mostly users require like easy maintenance, large access network availability that I said. Just you need to log in with your credentials into the suppose Azure and just go with your works that you are doing, like as we are going to do now as of now. Measured services, pay as you go. It's really most service or a feature that attracts most of the like every user, like from 100%, like it attracts 95% users, pay as you go basis. Security, it is really secure. Like it comes with a lot of SSL, VPNs, virtual private networks, stuff like that. It's economical too because you are going to use for the thing that you are using, not for the thing that you are not using even. And it's automatic system too. Like what's the Azure? The hottest question over the event. What is Azure? Yeah. Azure is continually expanding set of cloud services that help you organize meets your current and the future business challenges. Azure gives like freedom to build, manage, and deploy applications on a massive global network using your favorite tools and networks. Uh, uh, what basically Azure offers, like security offerings, scalability, durability, integrated development with other Microsoft tools, analytics and the intelligent capabilities, and many more. So for using this service WordPress things, you need to go to the azure.microsoft.com en.in and log in with those IDs. So as an ID, you are when you log in into the Azure, you need to activate your account for the 12 months, and you will get 150 credits for experimenting and using the Microsoft Azure. So let me show you how the panel looks for the Azure. So I guess you are able to see my screen, correct?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you. So it's Microsoft Azure. I logged in by my account even. So let me show you like how the what's the thing is basically. On the top, there is a create resource thing in which you are going to create as many resources that as you can. Virtual machines you can create, app services, uh, Cosmos DB that is for backend services, SQL database that I said you suppose if you're deploying a website, you can just integrate with SQL database. And in this section, you are going to use your resources that you created recently. Uh, you have to have a valid subscription to use this Azure. That's I was saying about like you will when you log in into the Azure, you will get a 12 months subscription with 150 credits. Yeah. So you can use it. What are the tools like Microsoft Learn? You can use a Microsoft Learn to learn how this Azure uses. Even I completed my certification course in the Azure from this only. Azure Monitor your apps infrastructure, how it looks. Security Center, that is told you about like what the features or the securities are. And then cost management. Yeah, cost management comes into play when you want to distribute your subscription with others. I know it will be a big term for you. I will say you about what the basically is just in few slides. Let me go to create resource section so that I can tell you more about this. As you click on the create resources section, so basically what's basically here, search services on the marketplace. So what's a marketplace? First of all, marketplace is like a common pool for all the business participants or the candidates. Suppose in a business there is a problem. Suppose if you want, there is a bank, and bank's websites are there for sure, and someone wants to take a loan. Suppose if I want to take a loan for, suppose, 15 lakhs. Suppose I want to take a loan. So what I can do, one thing I can do is like I can go to the bank and ask for like to furnish all the things. Like I want to take a loan, so say what's the procedures and all stuff like that. Secondly, that is becoming common now in pandemic situation, is going online. Have you ever thought like how the websites that you visited or to the which you are attending the event, that is Teams, is being deployed ever? Maybe I nodded earlier, but nowadays after learning a lot, like learning new things, I became curious. Like being in Teams, you're all here. Like I'm able to see 19, so all are like attending the event nicely, learning it and how it is goes. So let me say, Teams uses React. React is a React is a very powerful tech stack like a WordPress. It uses React a lot to make these wonderful websites like that and make you learn a lot. It doesn't matter really now from where you are. I'm from India. Emily is from Mexico. We are all collaborating with each other, making an event that makes you learn. So it doesn't really matter. So like that I was saying of, like you want to create a website, so they are the web developers who created the website, and it tells you about um, are you eligible for a loan or not. The thing I want to say, are you eligible for a loan or not? So it will tell after you add your PAN card, Aadhaar details and all, and it will check your previous details, stuff like that. I don't want to discuss that, but yeah, it will check whether you are eligible to take a loan or not. If you are eligible to take a loan, it will submit your application to the branch, and they will just do their stuffs and let you know. So you notice what's the business problem here is to create a website or an app like that that can check the eligibility. So how this can be possible? This can be possible by using Azure. There are many services that you can use in Azure. Like here it goes with the categories. So marketplace is a place where the pool of business participants come and make their problems solved by using one or two other services that basically we are also going to do. So yeah, you can say we are a business participant as of now, because we are going to solve a problem of using a WordPress by using a marketplace event. So in the categories, you can see like AI, machine learning. Let me click this to show you what basically it appears, like machine learning, computer vision, face, text analytics. I'm going to create more events on like AI. So stay tuned for that, in which we are going to deploy computer vision, space, text analytics, that and all. So yeah, it's going to be a good event as of now. So with the help of a machine learning concept, you are able to solve that problem. I seen the solutions for that problem, and they use machine learning extensively, and mostly Azure's too, like most of the bank companies even. So it's like that. Now you can um, see of database. Let's may go to databases. So you can use any of the databases that you see here, like SQL database, Cosmos DB, uh, database for Postgre, MySQL, stuff like that. Even if you don't know how to use it, there's a docs. When you click on the docs, you will be directed to a separate pane in which you can learn how to create an Azure SQL managed instance like this. So it's that's much good. Even if you're a newbie, you can just use the Azure like anything, like a kid. You can just tap on the things and just know it doesn't going to be wrong at all. So it's like the thing that I wanna show you with the help of resources what you can do. If you wanna go back, just click here. You can. Let me say about virtual machines. Um, what the virtual machine is, because it's going to be an important for us too. Virtual machine is in separate operating system or separate instance to your computer. Let me come again. I know it's a bit confusing too. With the help of virtual machines, you are going to use one or more operating systems in your computer. Mostly have Windows as an operating system. Me too have Windows even. So if I wanna use Linux, Ubuntu, Kali Linux, suppose in my computer. So what can I do? I can install a virtual box where it's bit taking your hardware, taking your hard disks. If you're less with the hard disks, you can't use at all. It just hang your laptop like anything. So you can create a instance using virtual machines. So that's I was saying about. Even it doesn't matter whether you have a space or not. You can just use it and deploy it and complete your work effectively. That's basically the WordPress is. Yeah. Thank you, Ishika, for the response. Yeah. So, introduction to Azure virtual machines. If you don't know about virtual machines, even you can just refer it to. It will help you learning like what basically the Azure virtual machines is. So it's just like a separate instance to your computer, which makes it more effective to learn a lot. Really, suppose if you want to learn hacking, so if are hackers there, I know there are some here even in this event. So they use Kali Linux. Kali Linux is a separate operating system other than Windows. But the fellows like me have, if I have separate, if I have less computer RAMs and all, I can't use at all because it will just hang like anything. So for that, Azure is like a really a boon because I can create virtual machines instance like anything, like just like an eating like an ice cream. I can just create the services so easily and just use it and can continue my hacking stuffs and even a lot. So it's just like that. So I will tell you how to create in next of the event because these virtual machines are not in part of an event as of now. But yeah, let me continue with my presentations because without that you can't create WordPress services. So don't get overwhelmed. Just I'm telling you, don't get overwhelmed. Okay. By listening the terms because it doesn't. It's just really a good terms. Just it maybe like it looks to be on the page. Okay. What the terms are in the diagram on the left. You are seeing resources. I said earlier, resources are the services to you, extra fee functions or the extra features to you. Maybe it can be an SQL. I shown you. You remembered in our console, Cosmos DB, virtual machines, or many more. So any services in the Azure is termed as a resources. Fine, it's fine, correct? Virtual machine, storage, SQL database here also written, correct? Next, go to resource groups. Resource groups are like grouping similar resources in a one entity. Even like how you will get to know. I will getting giving an example, good example. There are many students in a school, but how you can identify a particular student is from which class, like what's the particular name of the student, suppose. So you may try to ask his name, ask his class first of all. Then from this class you are trying to ask the class teacher and name is, so what's the name of that student basically. So you are using a class even. So all the class 9 students are grouped in a class name called as class 9. All the 10th class students are grouped in a class, say class 10. So it's just like that. Suppose you have similar kind of resources. Take only database only. Like I told you about databases. You have a SQL, you have MySQL, you have Postgre, you have many more. Oof, a lot it is. Yeah, I can't even count. Yeah. So you're clubbing all the databases in one entity. Say database. So it's that resource groups is. So fine. So resources are combined into resource group, which act like a logical container to which Azure resources like web apps, databases, storage accounts are deployed and managed. It's just grouping all things in one of similar kind. Next, what is subscription is? I told you in the first, when you want to use Azure, you need to log in with your accounts. and you need to activate your account for 12 months with 150 credits. So that process is known as a subscription. Let me give you an example for this too. Suppose you are going to an party. You are going to a party, and there are restrictions. Let me say that restrictions too. The restriction is you are going to pay, or you are going to enter into the party until or unless you don't have pass. If you have a pass, you are into the party. Welcome. You're really welcome to the party. But if you don't have the pass, just go back to your home and see the TV or have popcorn, something like that. So it's work like that. So just for humor, yeah. So subscription is a like a way to assess the function. So you wanna assess the party, you should have a pass, and your pass contains a bit. Your pass has some features, even like if you have a pass, you can eat a lot, you can drink, you can play games, whatever it is in a party, you can just enjoy the services of using it. So why you're enjoying the services? Because you have a pass, and the person you don't have a pass is that fellow is sitting in a home and seeing the movies maybe, um, and not enjoying at all. So with the help of a pass, you're going to access all the services. So that's the subscription is in Azure. With the help of a subscription, you are going to access all the resources. So it's a top to bottom now. So subscription comes, then resource group. So you can understand if subscription is not there, you not are able to create the resource groups. And if you're not able to create the resource group, then you can't able to create the resources even. So that's the thing. But subscription comes handy with Azure. That's I really appreciate it. In a company, if there are 10 teams, and if you don't want to purchase 10 different subscriptions for assessing Azure, you can just purchase one subscription and make it for bifurcate into 10 subscriptions, smaller subscriptions. That done by management groups basically. These management groups bifurcates to subscriptions into of a similar kind. Suppose there's a team of the web developer, front end developer. So what the front end developer use mostly? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, jQuery. That's it. Correct. Nothing more. Maybe WordPress too. That's it. Just take it that. So he is not going to use any backend services. So this the when the management groups are there, they just bifurcate the subscription one for the front end, and for the backend, they are not going to use anything for the front end. Like they are going to use Node.js, Postgre, SQL that I just shown you. So there's a subscription for the backend. So you're not going to buy two different subscriptions. You're just going to buy one subscription and bifurcating the two subscriptions. So you can understand it's the economic is in the features of the cloud computing. There's a term called economic. So in that way, it is also economic. Pay as you go basis, it's economic at first for sure, but in that way, like bifurcating your subscription into separate groups as per your need, it's also economic. So it's that management group is. So I think we are done with this. Let me repeat once more. Management groups is like this bifurcating your subscriptions into as many groups of similar kinds, and these subscriptions, with the help of these subscriptions, you are going to create the resource groups, and resource groups contain the resources of the similar kind. That's it. Okay. Now when you create the WordPress, you have to fill some of the credentials. Like credentials means some of the data to make it work. Once it is done, it will validate at the last and let you know. So just it doesn't a big deal at all. It's just like an eating some food that you like it. That's it. So app name should be like just the name that you want to give in that. Subscriptions, subscription will be selected by default. What you have, resource group will be also selected by default. In database provider, you have to select MySQL in app. App location service, I will tell you in when I will show you. And application inside also being going to be default. In app service plan, basically why this is needed. This is needed to use WordPress for free. WordPress comes with two pricing tier. There's a free tier and there's a standard tier. So if you wanna use standard tier, that I can because I have credits, so I don't need this step at all. But I don't know, like all other maybe don't have even. So for that we need to do this just extra step. It's just easy. I will let you know. So yeah, let's get started with the demo. Um, are you able to see my Azure screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So in the when you go to the Microsoft Azure, click on create a resource, and in the resource just type WordPress. Click on WordPress. It will loading for you. On when you click on the WordPress, you are able to see like I just said like we are business persons now. Like we have a problem. we have to develop, host and deploy a website which is in WordPress, and we have to find out a solution for this. So what you are going to do, you're just going to you're just logging in your Azure using the resource service and say, hey, I have a problem of this which is using this text. So I just wrote the text that is WordPress, and the Azure will find the best fit out of. Once you click on it, click on create. So yeah, it's loading for us, and if you notice closely, it's what I just shown you. So let's use some valid app. And suppose if you use something like uh, WordPress, it doesn't load for you because it says like it's not available at all. So let me use that it's available. Use seen a tick mark, so it's available. The subscription will be selected by default. What I have Visual Studio Enterprise subscription. For it's different for sure. In database provider, we remember we have to choose MySQL in app. Yeah, I say like we have to do something extra to make it free for all. So just tap on that and just create new. Use some service plan like my WordPress service plan. Click. Select the location as central US. I said you like I will tell you. I will tell you about when you will see why we use central US, or there are many things like Brazil, Canada, East US, stuff like that. So why we are using central US? We are using central US because central is a place where the data center of this Azure is located as of now. So whenever you place a request, like I want to create a WordPress website, it makes a request to the data center which is present in the center. In data center is nothing but like a building, you can say, which contain a lot of computers which is going to handle the request. Yeah. So it just makes a request that, hey, Aditya wanna create a WordPress marketplace, and will you allow it? So if it allow me, it will be come to we will game to know in then. If it doesn't allow, we have to change this location only, but most of the cases it allows. And in pricing tier, S1 standard is selected by default, but we have to choose a free standard tier. So for that, go to dev test, select F1 and click apply, and then OK. Leave by default and create. So when I click on create, it will validate. Once it's validated, it will take from 2 to 5 minutes to deploy the services, make it successful. So let's see here. It will come in my notifications whether, yeah, its deployment is in progress. Now it's going to take 2 to 4 minutes. Let me take any, if you have any questions as of now in that time. Any questions?
Yeah, can we select location as India rather than central US if we have the option
Yeah.
of India?
Yeah, you can select. India is as an option. There's a data center in India too. You can select, but the thing is, it depends whether the WordPress facility is available in India or not. But as of I know, India has no facility of WordPress. Central US has facility. So if you want to learn like in which country the facility is, what is, I will provide you with the link. You can just navigate to that link and just see whether the services are providing or not. Suppose even like if you want to create now washing machines, you need to use some locations like Europe and all, because it's not available in the data centers. Although it's not a big deal to use any location, because just you are worrying to for the services that you are using, not for location. But yeah, it's a great question. Thanks. Any more? Any more questions are there? Okay, let's wait for a few minutes. It's just going to be. In meantime, I can tell you something more. How it looks basically. I created a resources earlier too, for the WordPress only. So let me navigate you like how it looks, because it's going to, we can use as of now. Yeah, let it load. Yeah, it's loading. In the when you click on that WordPress icon, in the under the essentials, there is a resource group. that I taught you about, it's Aditya WordPress. So yeah, it's also done. Okay, I will tell you. Its resource group is Aditya WordPress. So I told you, like, resource group is a logical entity in which you are going to club more services that you are there. So WordPress is a logical entity, and the features that the WordPress uses is going to be come inside this resource groups. The status is running. Location that you are using is Central US. Your subscriptions, your URL that you wanna use, and app service plan, that is F1 and free. Let me show you the deployment that we just did. Click on go to resource. It is just going to be just as similar that you just seen as for the previous one. Yeah, same, correct. It's nothing different at all. But the thing is, what you are worrying here is copying this URL. Before you go to next steps, I will just show you something what it is here in the bottom. HTTP data, data out, request, and the response. So it's like an analytics. You remember I given an example to you plugin in the beginning. Like, you have a plugin named Clicky that gives you an analytics to your website, like who are using, how many times you are using, how many times they are triggering your website, some stuff like that. So you just provide it in Azure. So it's a benefit of Azure, you can say. You no need to use something extra like that, because Clicky also is not free at all. It just comes with 1 year free for free, 1 year free. Then after that you have to pay for it. And as of now, I came to know it just they decreases their plan, and they just did for a few months, like 3 or 6 months, something like that. So after that you need to pay for it. But if you are using Azure, it's going to be a lifelong, as long as you are not going to delete it from this delete button. So it's just a data, like it's as of now there's nothing much more, because we just deployed. So I will show you later how it changes the graph. So I copied the link, go to my new tab, copy that, and click enter. It will take it will just load just a minute. Mm, yeah, it's loaded. So I guess you are able to see the WordPress installation, correct? Yeah. So you can just select your language and click on continue. Once you are just entered, you have to give in some basic information. Okay, so let's give site title as my WordPress, username, say my name only. I can't remember this long bloody password. I can just keep it. Yeah. Confirm use password. Set my email, so I can use just this thing. Uh, don't check this box. Just check this box and click on install WordPress. It's just easy that you just seen, correct? So click on install WordPress, and it's going to be installed for you. And after you install, it will ask you to log in. So I don't want to change it. So you're going to log in. So log in it. Enter your password. Wait, login. Yeah, it will show you when it shows something like that. You just need to refresh it. It will just show you for a few minutes. uh, yeah, you are logged in into the dashboard. Are you able to see the dashboard? Can you just confirm?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, thank you for that. So this is the WordPress dashboard. If you just remember, like, I quoted this word when I was teaching you about WordPress in the slide. So it's the dashboard. From this, you're going to host your website, deploy your website. So till now, if I see technically, my work is done. Till now, the event it is about. But if you see my LinkedIn post, I said it's a suspense something. So what the suspense is, we are not just going to host and deploy the WordPress website that says that that's done only. We are going to build a portfolio from scratch. Yeah, you heard it correct. We are going to build a portfolio from scratch. So how you can just do it? Just follow me back. So it's just a dashboard, like how it looks of WordPress. Go on appearance. When you click on the appearance, you are asked to install some templates. So click on add new. Search for the portfolio. When you search on the 4 tool, suppose I like this one, so just click on install. You can just click on this and preview even. Once it's installed, it asks me to activate the activate it. Yeah, it just asks me, just click on activate it. Yeah, it's activated. Click on let's get started. Click on activate plugin. I will show you now the plugin of what I was basically telling you about. View welcome page. Yeah, it's done. Go to dashboard again. From here, you can able to see a plugin column. You can just click on the plugin called add new. Here now, you can search for the plugins. You have many plugins. I just tell you about Clicky that I told you earlier. Yeah, this is the thing I was talking about, Clicky analytics. So you can just click on the analytics, some credentials you need to add for it, and just you are going to use the analytics that you are see what you are going to use, who are going to use this website. But as of now, we are lucky because Azure comes with everything. You don't want to worry at all. So that's the benefit of using Azure. So I'm skipping this as of now. I'm just going to dashboard. Now you have the question maybe like how the website's looking off because you're not able to see your website. Create on customize your website. When you customize your click on the customize your website, it will load and how you want to customize your website. I will show you that even. Let me show you how the website is looking as of now. um, yeah, this is the website you're looking for. So we just installed a template. This template is there and it's just look like this. So you can see it's hosted first of all. Second of all, you are able to see connection is secure. So this is another advantage of using Azure, because if you use something free service provider, it will say connection is not secure at all. There is a broken lock symbol at all here. So you will see if you use something else than Azure. But yeah, we are very good with Azure, so why we go to some free sources as of now. Yeah. So this is what the it's look of, but I know it's not looking very good at all. We are going to make it look. Yeah, but how? Let me follow back. Let me just follow me how you are going to do this. From here too, you can just squeeze and see how it looks in iPad, maybe how it looks in phone. But yeah, let's switch to computer. So follow me. You can just write the steps too. Go to site identity. In the site identity, I wanna say something like my portfolio. So you can see that the ad changes will be just reflected soon. Wanna know about me? Yeah, I wanna know. Yeah, sure. Then just go to back. Then go to homepage options. Go to main banner. You can just go to here. So what basically is you can just select the image to host to make it visible here, but I'm not selecting any image. So he am there, it's written he am there, and it's written he am there. I don't want to change that. I want to change this uh, to my name, Aditya Gupta, and I'm based in India. Yeah, there is a button. When you hover on the button, it just makes some transformation of that. So if some person clicks on the button view my works, it will be just redirected to what you did as of now, like you works and all. So I wanna give my GitHub links for that. Let me just copy the links. Paste the link. I will show you how it looks soon. Contact me. Suppose if a person wants to contact you for any details, you can just use like mail to then your email. That is mail to my email. Yeah, so it is done as of now. But you want to see correct how it looks. So let me publish this website. So if you notice as of now, what we studied local, then we studied of development, then we study of stacking, then we study of making it live. So what basically we did, so we just sorted a website. We did some development stuff and all. and we are making some changes that I just shown you, like changing my name, adding some links and all. So just we did now. So it's a development page. So I want to see how it looks. So I just click on the publish on the top there, and I just refresh to here to see whether everything just gonna work as we just did off my portfolio, like names, and you remember, like I put a GitHub link here. So let me open this and show you whether it's working fine or not. Yeah, it's working fine. If person wanna contact you, just click on contact me. It will load an email for you, and with the email you can just mail them. Yeah, let me go to next part. um, Go back, go to about section. About me, like if you wanna say something like what is about you, I just wrote something so that I can say fine. Copy it. Dump date. Okay. uh, Counter values, how many projects I completed, I don't remember. Let's take it 10. uh, Counter value, it's 10, so it will just make a counter like this, go up till 10. Reviews, let makes it century. Okay, 100 positive reviews are there as of now. I completed 10 projects, 100 project reviews are there. Okay, click on publish again just to see whether changes are working fine or not. So it's a continuous process. Yeah, you want to go from the development to the stacking area, then stacking to development area, and then it's like a loop until unless you are not satisfied with your work. So let's see again whether our works are fine or not. Yeah, about me, everything goes fine as of now. So it's really good. Let's go to another things. Switch back to this. Go under CTA section. In the CTA, maybe you can like my curriculum vitae. You can write my curriculum vitae. So if a person wanna see my resume, he can just click on the link and just see it. And I'm going to tell you how. Button text, suppose download. So when you're doing some changes here, you are able to see here like how it's working fine, like how it is looking at all. And link, I wanna add some G5 link to that. Okay, which, yeah, click on publish again. Let's see our hard work, how it's looking on. Yeah, it's working fine. My curriculum vitae, let's check whether it's working fine or not. It's just loading my resume for. So yeah, it's working fine. You can see my resume even. So let's go back. Let's proceed with the forms, other things. Next, go to services. I don't have anything to show any for services. Just you click on disable here. So that part will be gone off. Go to portfolio, click on disable. I don't want to do anything here even. Go to blog, disable theme. Then yeah, we are not going to disable contact at all. So yeah, get in touch to me. In touch to me. You are able to see like how it looks when I write something there. Like feel free to contact me. Able to see here again. Info title. In info title, you can write something like my details go as. You can add your address. Say call. I will write my email. I have, I guess. Yeah. Copy it. Enter your email. Enter your mobile. Okay. So we are done. Let's see how it looks. It's looking like it's pretty much good, I know. My details as goes. Location, this icon came by default. It's a feature of WordPress, it will come email, mobile, okay, stuff like that. Go to back section. Let's see how it's looking now. Publish it, refresh it, and explore hard work pane. I like to see this works what we did. It's very good even to see consecutively. If some errors are there, we can just rectify as of now. So we don't need to worry for a whole program. So it's really good for doing like that too. So just go back. I guess something we can do with social icons. Let me put something just to show you how it looks. I have my LinkedIn URL now, I guess. Where it is? Yeah, it is here. Add my LinkedIn URL. I'm done with it. Go to footer settings. Maybe you can write your name because it's a copy detection, so it's your thing. So you can just write it, publish it. See again now. Yeah. So let's see a website what we just did. It's the final website that I want to show you with that you can do with portfolio as like a own portfolio from the scratch you just built. Have you used any coding language? No. Have you studied any coding, or have you studied any such big tech stack? No. But it, yeah, you studied something about WordPress and you know how to deploy it, how to navigate between the links, and how to make it work for you. So yeah, like how it looks like this. My works you seen. Contact me. Here you notice 4 icons are added that you just provided the link. If anyone wants to see my LinkedIn, just click on that. It will load for you about me, something about brief info, what projects I completed, what are the projects reviews, my curriculum vitae, my CV. If someone wanna get to touch into me, can come to my home, can call me, can mail me, whatever it is. In the footer, you're able to see the favicons even. These are called as favicons. Yeah. Let me say the small icon that you basically you sees now in the websites called favicons font or something like that. You will get to know more about this. Yeah, here is copyright even. Let me show like what the link open like for my LinkedIn. So yeah, you can connect over me too with that. So basically this is our final portfolio website that we just deployed using WordPress from the scratch. Let me go back to the WordPress. Yeah, you have more options, like you can add CSS if you know, widgets, menus, background image, but I like the background image like that. Just click on that, just go for it, and just do the change that you can do. That's simple. So once again you are in your dashboard. If you want to add more pages to your website, like it's just a single page, but if you want to add more pages, you can just click on the add and then uh, create pages from here, this section. Correct. So let me continue with my slides. um, Demo we did. Yeah, next is the motivation. Correct. So as I say, we just did from everything from the scratch, but it is not enough to say like um, you are a good web developer. No, it is not. It's just a starting for you. I even started my journey of web developer with studying WordPress only. So now I'm a web developer now. So I work with, I did internships, I'm in clubs doing stuffs like that, and I want to show some of contributions to it, just not made by me. It just made in group like with my other friends too. So let's just I show you my contributions, motivations, why you want to learn more WordPress. I will show you by this. Okay, now the thing is, you know a tech stack. Now many people say it's like, why you want to learn a tech stack, but if it doesn't go into fancy answer like I want to earn money. I don't want to say like, if you want to earn money, just go with the web developer. Yeah, it is true, like being a full stack web developer, you're going to earn a lot of monies, like you're going to make monies in American currencies, like Indian currencies even, like 40 lakhs per annum, something like that. So but it's not the question that I'm asking here. It's like I'm asking why you wanna learn. It's like you want to learn something so that you can help your country by providing a real-time answers for the problem that you have basically. So let me tell you what me and my friend did to solve some of the problems. So this is the website we made for, this is a single website we made in our first hackathon in my first year. So it's based upon some projects. So in the projects, it's like we connected our front end and back end in Python and just hosted in a website. So it's look like that. Why I'm showing you this, like your journey always started in a way, like they say developer with your journey always started from a smallest step to a biggest step. On our first hackathon, we just made like a simple website like this. Maybe you will say like, hey, what's the, like, what to say, what is the benefit of making, or like what's the characteristics in this, why you want to show this? I want to show this because we just started with this small thing and we just made something like big like this, what I'm going to show you now, that I was telling you, like solving the real time problems. What is the current problem we all are facing of? Pandemic, correct? We are facing problem of pandemic. So what we made a website, Kyomi, named Kyomi, to solve the problem of COVID. Yeah, that's look very big. It is looking big, but what's our idea is, like, we know some tech stack, so why to not to try to contribute of India or any country by making some stuff like this? So what we made, like we made a website from this static website to looking like something this good, that I'm going to show you more about this. What it is basically, we are trying to solve the COVID problems by gathering all the informations in a one place, of providing all the resources to the user in a one place. Suppose if you want to know the availability of the bed, so how you can just know by clicking on this. Just click on the hospital bed availability. We integrated for the most of the states that has been infected with the COVID-19. So suppose if you want to see for this state, because I'm living here only, so let me show about, if you want to see like bed availability for the Chhattisgarh. So like how much bed is available, how much what it is available. So just click on it. Suppose if you want to show for Korba, just click on show. It is like that. Most people don't know, like they can check with something like that. So for that we just clubbed our every resources in just a one single place, so that just in your clicks. So, and we worked on the GUI even, like how the website looks. It should be catchy so that every person like feel to do it like uh, this. So you can just click on the many as many states that is being listed here, and just by following the same process you can just see whether the hospital beds are available or not. So this is one of the problem that most users faced. So we just solve by this, making like this, making good like this. So it's like a solving a real-time problem. Solving a real-time problem doesn't mean like you have to take a very big problem of business and you're going to solve it. It's like a just a small problem maybe around you, and you're just making use of it, because many people don't know about how to check for it. So we just integrate in a single, then telling them, hey, use like this. Okay. Next, we create 5 forms, and this 5 form includes COVID-19 form, vaccination form, plasma donor, oxygen cylinder donation, and donation even. So if some persons are having a plasma, like plasma donation has been coined recently. Like if a person being COVID and just recovered and can just donate a plasma to other people, so that people can get recovered. So we made a plasma donor form. Maybe I can show you how it looks. So who can be just giving in some info like what is plasma therapy, who can donate plasma, stuff like that. When you click on the form, you're redirected to fill a form, something similar to like this. So it's like that much good. Let me go back to show you more. So we just integrated all the forms in a one place, and the blast we did in this is making a game. Yeah, you heard it correct. We make a game by using some JavaScript like this. It's really a good game, no? I used to like play the games like this, killing bacteria by using a gun. So we just deploy this using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So it's like a working website now. So doing something like this, making you a good web developer. I just want to say like that. At the last is a developer sections. So in the developer section, it's about us, who we all made it. Yeah. So this is what learning a tech stack really means in your life. Learning a tech stack is like trying to solve the problem that you and or maybe like around you people are facing for. So basically, it is going to be. So it is still now for the motivation that I wanna give you, and I feel like you are motivated enough. Um, you're motivated enough to know why you wanna learn web developer, just not by making money. Yeah, it is one of the secondary objective, but maybe primary objective can be, basically for me it is like to use our knowledge to solve some real time problems like this. So when you use some problems, you are going to learn more and more and more. So just you're saying like we are just in a single form, single page, and we just what we did, making a games, integrating the pages, integrating the COVID bed facilities, like all facilities at a one place to solve some COVID problems. So it's like that. So we're just going to be coming to an end. Let me take your Q&As. Any Q&As you have? Any doubts as of now? Hello?
Yeah. Can we use custom domains in Azure? Like I have purchased a custom domain and have to deploy in that name.
Like custom domain? No, 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 no. Actually, like WordPress comes with some drawbacks too. So it's like customization that you are talking about. So you can't do a customization like by adding some fancy HTML, CSS, and codes and all. So you can't do. Just you can do is like using the templates in the WordPress, and you can just deploy a website. That we just did like this. Nothing more you can't do with the help of using what you are talking about. So it's a drawback you can say for the WordPress. It doesn't give you full-fledged freedom as we just did something like this. If you it's like that, but it's a really good start to start your career development with a web developer. Me too started with that only. So yeah, I guess I answered your question. Any more questions? Any more questions are there? So Edwin, I'm waiting for the questions. You can just ask me. Till then, I can load the quiz for you. So in the quiz, the top three winners will get the digital swags from Microsoft Learns to an Ambassador. That is going to be the badges, and rest people for sure will get their certificates too. So let me load the quiz. So quiz is going to be super simple. Super simple. It's not. If you just heard my words, like what I use in the slides, you are going to just blast in the quiz too. So it's going to be really that much easy. Let me put the link that you can use. Okay. This is the website. You can just yeah, it's in. Go to this website. Meanwhile, I'm generating a code for you. Just a minute. Uh, please post. We close down this. Yeah. Any questions? Let me answer. Any doubts? Any simple queries? It maybe. Just ask me, or I
No,
should
from
start the
my
quiz.
side, it's all clear.
Uh, really great then. I downloaded your attendance to go and like I'm going to start your quiz even. Just a minute. Yeah, go with the code 7761783.
What's the code? Can you
Yeah,
please repeat?
77611783. 7761783. Yeah, see. Hmm. 15 people are there right now, so how many joined? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, about to join. Yeah, I'm waiting. It just like, let me tell some rules too. Like, it's not rule, but it's like, it's good, like you use your names really 10. Yeah, then next one is like, your scores will be calculated on the basis of who's answered first. So, and then these are the three top performers. It will be shown by the Kahoot. So try to answer as soon as possible. For each question, you will get 1 minute. For the first question, it's 1 minute 30 seconds, and for the rest of the question, there is 1 minute. There are 5 questions for total. The sixth question is, and one more question just about the event, like whether you liked or not. It's no mark at all. It's given no mark at all. So, and your score will be calculated out of 5 and the time too. So try to answer as soon as possible. Okay, so 13 people are there. 15s are here. So anyone more? Any more wanna start, or should I start? 13s are there. Anyone is left? 15. So two more people should be there. Who is that? Mm. Should I start? Anyone there more?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, then I'm starting it. Okay. So all the best, all the very best. Hosting and deploying WordPress website using Azure. So the quiz is, so which statement is correct for WordPress website? It's an open source, not licensed in GPL. It's written in PHP. It's open source, not licensed in GPL, but it's written in PHP. Open source, licensed GPL and PHP, not open source GPL, and it's written in PHP. So yeah, countdown is going on. Okay, 13 answers done. So it's finished. Like all then attending the quiz, all that ended in the event then correctly was all answered before the time. So it's really great too. Just 30 more seconds to finish. Yeah. Now from now, all the questions are 1 minute only. Just the first question is for 1 minute 30 seconds. Yeah. So 1-0. Yeah. Okay. Most answered correctly. Then move to next. Ishika on the top. Correct. There are how many stages for web deployment? 5, 2, 3, and 4. Just 1 minute. 7 answers are there. Okay. Soon. 38, 37, 36. Okay, 9. All are done. Let's wait for 15 seconds then. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, most answered correctly. Let's see who's on the top now. Ishika, Imya, Shruti, Deshpans Pandey, Gautam. Okay, just good. Next, true or false? Can you host a website for free? Okay, so much cute, so much. It's fast too. Eh, okay. Yeah, I should have in 30 seconds then. 14 answers are there already. Oh god. Okay, good. Uh oh, 12 answered correct. So again, Ishika was on top. Emmy, Amelia. Okay, okay. Yeah. Again, first question. Azure is a product of which company? Oh god. Oh god. So much quick. 14 answers soon. Oh, I'd have to wait. Uh, yeah, all answered correctly. That's really cool. 15 all correct. Yeah, again, you can see Ishika on the top. True or false? Cloud computing is not based on pay as you go pricing model. It's true or false? 10 answers. Okay. 12 answers. Okay. 13. Okay. Okay. One more. One more to answer. Okay. Most answered correctly. Great. Okay. Amelia took the gear. Great. True or false? You like the event. It's of no marks. Just tell what you like. For 30 seconds only. Okay. Uh, let's see who is on the top. Gautam on the third. Uh, Deshpanch Pandey on the second. And first is Emmy. Okay. Congrats. Congrats, all three winners. Yeah. I can. So all these three will get the badges in the mail, and rest will get the. Yeah. Anyone is saying something? Okay. So you seen the top three. Before you leave, can you just all can just switch on their video? I have to take a pic for all. Switch on your video if you can. All. Hi. I can see Himanshu. Emilia, if you can. Yeah. Emilia, I can see. TM Sai, even I can see. Hi, Sai. I can switch to large gallery, I guess. Yeah, I can see Depanch, Fabo, Gautam. Yeah, any more? It's really great to see you all. Yeah, Depanch, I can see. So, I think you all like the event. Can I get some voices from you?
The event was
Okay.
good.
Okay, Pratyush seems you're traveling somewhere. Okay, great. You attended the event. Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, so yeah, Emilia, you can stop.